Now that you've seen how to do some basic editing of existing pages that we've created for you, you may want to know how to add your own new pages to add to your website as time goes by. What you would do is you would go through to Pages and you would click on Add New. It'll take you through to a page where you can give details of the pages. So let's call this page a new test page. So it will be whatever your page is about. You don't have to worry about too much more in terms of the page builder. What you're going to do is click on Page Builder over here, and it's going to load your page builder. Okay, so once it's loaded, what it does is it loads a blank page for you with basically your header and your footer information, so ready to go. And then it opens up this area called Layout Templates. Any templates we've created for you will appear here. So if there's default templates that we've created for you as a client, they will exist here. So I'm going to choose Portfolio Item, which is a template that I've used on this website for creating the portfolios on our site of different clients. So for example, here you'll see it's already gone ahead and created a whole layout for me, and I can then go and click on those individual items and edit them. If you want to create a completely new page for yourself using a different template, you could use this templates button over here. So if you click on templates, it's going to bring that window up again where all the custom ones we've added for you appear. But if you click in this drop down on the top right, you will see a few other options. You may see more than one category. So at the moment you're seeing landing pages, and there's a whole lot of different landing page options. So let's say we like the look of this one here. You have the option to replace your existing layout or to add it at the end. Be careful of this on existing pages, because if you replace your existing layout, you need to understand you will replace your existing page. So if you've done work on it, you're going to lose that. I'm going to go ahead and replace the layout because this is a test page. And you'll see it's going to actually create the page with that template that we've chosen, with all the images and the content and the buttons and everything else where they were. You can then go ahead and simply click on the items and edit them to whatever you would like them to be. So to recap, what you would do is go to the templates button, and then you would go through the different options here. So you've got some landing pages, you've got some content pages, and you might have some other options as well. Scroll through, choose a look that you like or a page that you like the look of, and you would either append or replace, and it will create the page for you, and you can then edit your content. So that's one way to create a new page. When you're done, you would simply click Done, and you would publish your changes, and your page would be ready to be accessed by everyone else on your website. So there you can see the page is published as we created it, and it's ready to go. Another way to build pages, if you were building a new page from scratch, and let's say you had a very specific idea of the layout, or you knew the kind of information you wanted on it, there's some row templates as well that you can use. So I'm going to replace this with a blank template so that we can remove that previous template we added. And then I'm going to show you two different ways that you can use templates that are loaded on the site. Depending on what we've installed on your site, you may see both of these options, or you may only see one of them. But it just depends from site to site what we've used. So I'm going to run through all of them just in case. One option is to click on the Sections button if you have it. And you'll see there's different sections loaded in here. There'll be different categories. There'll probably be more categories for you. And as you click on each category and you scroll, you'll see the different sort of sections there are. And to add one, if you chose this one, for example, you would click on it, drag and drop it into your page. and it will create that particular row layout for you with all the relevant images, etc., and the background. It will load for you as well. It's just taking a bit of time. Okay, so that's the one option, is via sections. You could then go and add multiple sections. So let's say we've added that features section, and now we want to add, let's say we want to add this hero box above it. I'm going to click and drag above, and you'll see that it highlights wherever you're going to drop it. So if you wanted to go below this box, you would drag down, and you see the blue row there that you're about to drop. If you want it above, you would drop it above. So when I let go, it's going to go ahead and create that row for me. And there it is, it's loaded, and again you can go and click and edit anything. So you can see how easy it is by just choosing different sections that you can build up a page. Okay, the other one is row templates that you may have access to. So if you click on row templates, you'll see it also opens a section here, and there's various different sections as before, so contact forms, call to actions, etc., heroes like this here, blog posts, you name it. If you wanted to add a client listing, you could use something that looks like that. So if you were creating a sales page, for example, and you wanted to add a list of your client logos to add some credibility to the page, you could drag in something like that, and it'll create it for you, ready for you to drop in your client logos. So again, you can access that through row templates, and very similar to sections, it's just two different plugins, and they all have quite a few features. So depending on what we've activated on your website, you'll find it on the right. If you are looking for more options, just let us know and we can activate more for you. Okay, the other thing to take note of when you're adding your content is anything that we've saved for you. So on your site, when we've created your site, you may find that we've used the same layouts, for example, the same call to action area or the same contact form area, or whatever the case is. And if we have, we'll have saved them for you, and the places you'll have found them is under saved rows or under saved modules. So anything we've saved for you, you'll find in those areas. So for example, at the moment on this site, there's something called the call to action row. If I click and drag that in, that's something that we pre-set up on the site, and that's the call to action row. So you can see that's something we had on our home page, and it's all there with all the editing and the formatting. So do check under your content section, under saved rows and saved modules, because that's where we may have saved some custom items for you that you can drag in when you're creating your pages. Depending on what we've got active, you'll have various items here as well. So if you didn't want to go ahead and build a page based on predefined templates like these, if you wanted to start your own thing from scratch, you could do that as well. That we will teach you in the next video tutorial. So this is how to add a new page or create a new page using templates.